Right, I've got an angle on this I want to set up, right? So, obviously, like, look, if you disagree with any of this, it's obviously feel free to give your take. I'm just setting up a premise where some of it's speculation.
Go
like,
for it.
When I look in the 1.6 days, even though you won a lot of tournaments and you won the best players and you were in some of the best teams ever for sure, in Fnatic and SK, some of those times where the Poles would win or Na'Vi would win, it did feel like those teams sometimes were a little bit more clutch in the like big final or the major or whatever. It's why a lot of these teams won so many. So I sometimes got the vibe back then that sometimes maybe these teams could get in your head or get Right's head, or these, you know, they could be the ones where it's like, fuck, that's always the guy that's beating me. Because if people don't know, when someone beats you a bunch of times, it does start to feel like it's inevitable, or fuck, I'm just cursed against this guy. But one thing I thought was really cool in CSGO was I thought you guys got the chance to do that. Because not only did you do it to very games early on, but in my opinion, it's funny they became the greatest team ever, the Astralis core. Because people will forget, dude, there were years where you guys tortured them. Like, it didn't matter. They would come into the major. They were above you in the rankings. They might have even won the last tournament. Everyone knew if you played them, you were going to beat them. Even they knew. That's almost like the fucked up thing. Like, I feel like that you became this. If this was a weakness ever, it became a strength in CS:GO.
Yeah, no, but I think you're on point in that sense that that certain matchups in 1.6 definitely got into your head that you almost get a little bit thrown off within your game style, maybe a little bit uncertain in your own skill sometimes. Like in some finals, you like, shit, it's gonna end up this like in this way, or holy shit, now they're really steamrolling. Like you can get thrown off because you know who you're playing against and you know what the type of damage they can do as a team, and you know, like if it start going a certain way because you play this matchup so many times that they are gonna like start winning. So definitely, I think the mental part or the mental side of things took a huge part in certain finals. Yes, definitely think we cracked or crumbled under in certain finals purely because of who we met. 100%. Like if Na'Vi got off to a good start against, I think like in the semifinal, was a semifinal ESWC Markle, for example, we were playing against them. He has absolutely destroys me, and this is purely mind games. Like I'm trying to do, I think his mid doors does too. He kills me, I think 12 or 13 times in a row. Yeah. He kills me through double doors on dust 2. We smoke every single time. I go up, I jump up, I die. I go down, I die. I wait 5 seconds, I die.
It's the most bullshit game of all time to play.
But that gets into your head. Like that's why I also start thinking. Yeah, and he reads it perfectly. He reads everything. He owns me. I was like a dog on a leash. Like I was his that game. I could do nothing, and it gets into your head, man, really bad. Every single round, I knew I was gonna die. I could even drop my weapon to DSN or whoever it was I was playing B with. Just take everything, man. Don't buy anything. Just take everything. So yeah, mental part is big in Counter-Strike. But as you said, I think once our dominance started in CS:GO, I think we could also overcome a little bit and be the bullies this time around in CS:GO. And I think it's also a very weird feeling knowing that, as you said, I think Cluj-Napoca was one of the biggest upsets we had against TSM. Yeah. We had no business going on to beat them in that quarter. I think quarterfinal.
Yeah, it was quarters. Yeah.
We had no business even like trying to beat them, but we beat them, and I think it's purely because we knew we were so confident that they were going to choke against us that we could just do whatever we wanted to do against these guys, even though they were 100% the better team, and they know it. They know it in their heart that they are the better team. They were like in the talks of winning that major. We were.
This is why, if people don't remember, that was the video where they were like crying in that van on the way back, because they thought this was supposed to be like an easy game to win on paper.
Yeah, this was like we had no business being there, but as you said, that was just purely mental, like a mental warfare that happened. Like even before the game even started, they saw the matchup. Probably we saw the matchup. We were excited. They were not as excited because they were thinking, "Holy shit!" They were starting to get nervous. I can almost imagine them thinking like, "Oh, it's NiP. It's easy." But that's like what they're saying. Like, "Oh, it's gonna be easy. Don't worry, guys. They're not as good anymore." But inside, they're not speaking it. They're not saying it. But they're trembling inside, thinking like, "Oh shit, we could actually lose this one where we shouldn't." They're starting to doubt themselves within themselves. I think like the battle already started, and we won that game. Then we got absolutely smashed in the semis, I think, which rightfully so, because we had
no business. Exactly, yeah.
we had no business being there, but just because we got the matchup against TSM,
Yes.
we could beat them on the mental thing, as you said. So
yeah, my joke is when you played Na'Vi in the semis, that was like the moment when like the Roadrunner looks down when it's off the cliff and it's like, oh shit, there's no ground there. And then you'd go, exactly, like reality sets in, you know. Along these lines though, a topic I definitely want to ask you about. Look, I will say, you're not one of the like main offenders in this story. Like when I bring up the term NiP Magic f0rest, now it's a beloved term, everyone loves it, it's on t-shirts, you guys are all fucking loving it the last few years. But if you remember, when I first said that in like 2015 or whatever, like not only did NiP definitely not like it, but people like Get Right, or even friends of mine were like, get the fuck away from me, like, because he used to think I was saying it like it was a fluke or something, you know, like it's like magic, like they shouldn't win, or you know. But actually, what's funny is I think you guys in the end actually get exactly what I meant by that. Dude, what I meant was this quality, like especially think about those latter years, like 2016 and 2017. Those are the years. There's no way you should be winning like Auckland in those years. Like that's like one of the big tournaments. So like I do think there was like a magical quality to that core, like something about that core way beyond how the players being the best. Like it could still win even when the players weren't the best, right?
Yeah, Counter-Strike players are edgy, man. We can definitely be edgy people.
Certainly, yes.
But I think the term NiP Magic, like if you look back to the term now and kind of look back at the journey we did, I think NiP Magic fits the narrative very well. We did some matches that we had no business because of the qualities of the individuals we had in the team. We're able to pull it off, not by pure luck, but by the qualities we had as people or as players. That what made NiP Magic happen, because of that's how I think of the term, like because of the qualities we had as individuals. We made the impossible possible because of like the individuals we had. I like the term, and I think now I don't think people look at it badly. As you said,
it's great now. Yeah.
We even printed it on t-shirts, man. I even have a YouTube video where I sit in the NiP Magic shirt, man.
There you go.
Look.
Want to see more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, you know, be a pleb and don't.